Hi, I am back with a follow-up video. So if you have been following this video series where I'm showing how this home is being constructed, definitely welcome, and I'm glad you're following. This is a very exciting process, and this is where I stopped the previous video. So I had shown how the home is being constructed and how the waterproofing is being done, and it has been going great so far. However, the weather is quickly changing here in Massachusetts. We all know it's a race against time here because once the weather gets too bad, nobody wants to work under really harsh conditions. So we're trying to get this home all framed up so we can keep working on the inside when the winter hits in full. So here we are, we have just leveled the inside section of the home, and I had stopped at the initial waterproofing. So here we have the crushed stones ready for action. So we will be putting the crushed stones inside the basement area just to help in getting the place ready for the slab to be put on. So here you have the crushed stone, so it would be spread out. So normally the company that is shipping in or bringing in the crushed stones, they would place it at a strategic location, and you as the builder, you will need to then continue the process. So it is a very interesting process, and you can see we already went ahead to have this part spread out, and it would continue until the whole place is leveled with crushed stones and packed in. So it is it's a very important step because then this helps to solidify the slab that will be put on, and that's why you have that concrete slab when you have a home. Like sometimes people don't see it, they think it's all wood, like I said in my previous video, but then there's a lot of hard elements that go in, and everything is preparing this home for framing. So here you have a bunch of tools that will be used in the framing process, just brought in, and you can already see some of the wood coming in, and we have 4x4s, 2x2s, and things like that. Like I said, I'm not a licensed contractor. I'm just an agent. I will be the one selling this home. I actually already listed this home, and you will find it on realtor.com because obviously I am a licensed broker. So my listings are on the MLS. So here you can see some of the initial framing work being done. So this is the basic framing process that this home has to go through. So we do have a licensed contractor here who is in charge of the framing process. So like I said, in new home construction or any form of construction, you just want to make sure that you work with licensed contractors so they know all the codes, they know how to make sure that everything done on the property is up to code and according to the town specifications. So this is not this home is in Attleboro, and we have worked on constructions in North Attleboro, and those two towns are so different when it comes to some of the codes. Maybe not too different, but there is some variations. So you just want to take that into account if you have had a construction in a different town and you want to put it up a construction in a new town. You just want to make sure that everything you do is according to the specifications and according to the code. So in the state of Massachusetts, there is some standard codes, but also at town level, there is also some requirements that they want to add. So here you can see the sump pump is already installed. So sump pump construction is very important in some areas. Actually, most construction, you just want to make sure that your basement is nice and dry, and that's why you need to install the sump pump. Some people do this after the fact, but then that's just a lot more work. You have to break the ground and just start afresh. So in this construction, it is already installed. So the homeowners here don't need to think about installing a new sump pump. They just need to make sure that it is on. So sometimes some of the sump pumps, they use batteries or different things. So you just want to make sure that it is on. So here we have the electric that is being worked on, and I will be sure to let you know more about this in the next video.